Hey, Pete, let it ride out.
I done seen the best of them, Jando. 25 to life in the cast.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their men in blue emerging from the MetLife tunnels. We're set to go as the Giants get ready to match up with the Chicago Bears. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Lock in.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And out across midfield down to the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Lock in.
This is Howard on 2nd down. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Hurry. Lock in.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Monday.
Now the first running back drafted this year, it's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
694. Express.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Leonard Floyd in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively.
24.
Shotgun now for Carr. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
On 1st down, Trubisky out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
So that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 3rd down.
18. 180. Lock in. Red,
Now Trubisky to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the 1st quarter, as that's a 1st down. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now. Trubisky now already over 100 yards passing in just this 1st quarter. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017, and I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. This is caught. A good pickup there of 22. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really say? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Lock in.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Lock in.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Carr now on first down to Barkley on the check down. Oh, he slipped right by. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Get set. You want it,
Carr now on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
The speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Into the red zone. It's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Khalil Mack in there yet again. What else is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Throwing now is Carr to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Rosas true blue on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Rosas now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Lock in.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Trubisky. His throw incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Trubisky. and this ball's tipped and intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
White. 637. 694.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Right side, there's Decker. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him. His second sack now of the afternoon.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game. And now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. We'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really good pickup of 28 yards. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
Go Chief. 694.
On second down, here's Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Khalil Mack getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
18.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Trubisky now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10.
Lock in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Trubisky will throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins.
Well, I'll tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Carr. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Carr. Leaping, and he makes the grab. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. A good pickup there, a 22. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Move, move. Red, up. Red, up. Sit up. 180. Yep.
On third down, Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he's got Decker, left side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
This is intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offensive coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The Bears on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Go. Lock in. Yep.
Now it's Trubisky. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Last up. 180. Lock in.
On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. They get it to him running left. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Tavecchio is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Giants. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Carr now on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
7:34. Get down. 280.
Carr now on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
You're mine.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4th.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
You see it?
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. And he knocks it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And And the Giants ready to come out now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
6:37. 24.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Carr now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down.
Go, Chief.
Shotgun now for Carr. Going to throw right side here, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Rosas now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll roll him out right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Rosas now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. Rosas now to add the PAT. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line. Just across the 25. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they gave up the pick-6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Olivier Vernon in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. 23 yards on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Hey, 18. Blue.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
637.
On first down, Carr. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. 20! Touchdown, Giants! Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Giants add on to their lead. Rosas true blue on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him. And he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And his throw here is incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hey, 18.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down. Now Trubisky on first down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Trubisky to throw, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing here, Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now it's Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people play.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 11, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Carr gonna throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Go. Get set. Yeah. You don't want none. 734.
Carr to throw on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Shotgun now for Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On is the punter King to send it away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
18.
On first down, Trubisky. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Olivier Vernon in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Trubisky will throw. A Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good pickup there, a 22. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2?
Hands up! Lock in. Hurry.
Again, it's Trubisky. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage. How would you...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their first of this 2nd half. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And his throw is incomplete.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1. You want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Carr to try again after the pick 6. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Get down! 180!
To throw, it's Carr. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A first down carry for Barkley. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
24. Down! You waiting?
On second down, here's Carr. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the fourth.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
They'll try the sneak, and they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
I've been fortunate enough along the way to see two-point conversion attempts in all levels of football. That's my first quarterback sneak for a two-point conversion attempt. That's actually insulting to a defense. I'm just going to tell you straight up, and they didn't get this.
I was going to say they were insulting those guys in the middle, though. They stood tall. They won the trench battle.
Yeah, they did. I think they stared them all the way back to the bench like, are you kidding me? I cannot believe you made that call.
Sit up! 180!
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Barkley, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Deuce right.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. The Giants on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4.
Get set.
Back to throw, Carr. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's second down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
They'll look to throw. And that one is incomplete, and it stops the clock at 12 seconds left in the half. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.